these teams get invited to the White House to get praised, and all they have to do is whine and cry and be a bunch of babies about it. Oh, your life sucks. What? How much do you make? Like, how much is the lowest guy? I mean, the freaking bench warmer, the kicker, or whatever you want to call it on a freaking football team. They're still making six figures. All right. I'm a firefighter. I'm not making six figures. I can tell you that right now. Military, whether you're currently in or veterans, I can tell you right now, you're not making six figures unless you're a high-ranking officer. But the grunts that people call them in the military, the guys that are getting deployed on the ground, boots on the ground, these people are not getting paid $10 million a year or $200,000 a game, whatever the hell it is. I think it's ridiculous. It's time to stop glorifying these freaking athletes. And, and again, I love sports. I'm addicted to sports. I grew up in Chicago area where sports were huge. And I just think it's absolutely ridiculous that we're glorifying the living crap out of these athletes. It's just pathetic. And, kudos to Trump for doing that. Kudos to Trump for saying, you know what? No, I'm just canceling the whole damn thing. And instead of having the Philadelphia Eagles there, he held basically a national anthem, like respect type thing. So kudos to him. I think that's awesome. I think that's what more presidents in the future need to do. We have gotten away from our patriotism in this country, and put too much focus on celebrities. I mean, look at MTV every time there's a political election. MTV does this whole rock the vote thing, which I think is awesome. I want people to get out there and vote, but they're using celebrities and all their celebrities' liberal views to get out there and promote all these people. There's no bias at all. It's all one-sided. It's ridiculous. I really wish there was a chat on here. I don't even know if anybody's even listening to this right now, but I wish there was a chat option. Because I really want to be able to chat with people. But I don't think there is, unfortunately. I thought there was, but I don't think there is. But I just think kudos to Trump. That's all I got to say. Kudos to Trump for doing that. I think it's great that he's just going to deny a team from even coming and saying, fine, you guys want to play politics, you guys want to complain about politics, well, screw it. Because the visit has nothing to do with politics. The visit has straight implications just based off of their winning the Super Bowl. So if you want to bring politics into it, get over it. Get over yourselves. Get back in your Lamborghini, go to your mansion, whatever you're going to do, and shut up. That's all I got to say about that. Just shut up. But awesome. I love it. More presidents need to take that role. But did you guys... I don't know if you guys saw in the news today, but it's actually a sad story. Kate Spade, who was the creator of the Kate Spade brand, which is a women's clothing company, or not clothing, but purses and stuff. And I think she got into some clothing later on, or at least scarves or something. I should know more about it because I have a family member that worked for the business, and so I should know a little bit more about it. But unfortunately, Kate Spade, as they New York police said, is that she was found dead in what they believe to be apparent suicide, and that kind of brings me to a whole different side of this podcast, and that's basically talking about awareness of suicide, suicide prevention. And I mean, it's a sad story. I mean, you think about it. Here's a woman that successfully created a business from the ground up, and sold the business for a lot of money, started a whole different business, and it just shows that, kind of going back to this celebrity status, is that it doesn't matter what you have money-wise, it doesn't matter what you have, materialistic-wise. I mean, shit's real out there. People are dealing with some stuff, man. I can tell you that right now. I mean, it's people are dealing with stuff, and it sucks. So I think it's horrible. No matter who, I don't care if it's a celebrity or if it's a veteran or just a normal average person. I think that stuff needs to stop. And kind of goes back to that mental health thing, is that we need to bring more awareness to mental health. We need to make mental health more, more of a focus in our daily lives and our daily conversations. Sorry, I had to take a sip of coffee. Yeah, we just got to make it. We have to make it more of a thing. We do. It's too taboo, and too many people are afraid to talk about it, and I think it sucks. I think it sucks that that nobody wants to listen to it, and hopefully eventually here in the future we can kind of get over it. We can get over this taboo feeling of it, and we can kind of get back to reality. But until that happens, there's nothing we can do about it, except for just keep raising awareness. But deepest sympathies go out to anybody family-wise that was related to that whole incident, man. It sucks. It really does. It really, really sucks. I'm kind of just going through some news stuff, man, and kind of talking and just giving some of my thoughts and opinions, and that was something that popped up. I'm I'm trying to focus on this, talking right now, but I'm also looking on a couple other things on the side of this, and I'm looking at conversations that are happening on Facebook, and it slightly throws me off, but it is what it is. That's what happens. I mean, I have ADD. Come on, who doesn't? Who doesn't have some sort of attention deficit? I can tell you right now, I can guarantee you every husband in the world has attention deficit. When your wife's talking, you completely not even listening. Yeah, attention deficit. So yeah. So what else could we talk about? You know what we could talk about? Excuse me. That was we can talk about what today is. All right. Today is June 6th, and not many people know what June 6th is. So let me ask you, listeners, do you know what June 6th is? Come on. June 6th is a day where we get to celebrate some great American heroes. We just had Memorial Day, okay? But today's DDay, or the anniversary of DDay. It's not DDay, but the anniversary of DDay. And this is when the Allied forces back in World War II invaded northern France by the beaches of Normandy. It's actually crazy because I recently saw some pictures of what Normandy Beach looks like now, and they did like this side by side, or not side by side actually, but it was kind of like an inlay. They took the picture of the Allied forces invading the beach, and they kind of inlaid it into the beach scenes now, and it's crazy that, these people are laying on this beach, and I'm sure they know the history, but do they really know the history? Because, obviously we weren't there. There's a few people right now in history that could honestly, say that they were around during D-Day or even there during D-Day. And, so it's crazy because history gets lost. And I was looking at these photos, like I said, of like the D-Day inlaid into current modern day Normandy Beach, and people are there laying on the beach, sunning themselves and hanging out, which is great. But I'm thinking of the history. I'm like, do these people even know? Do they even know the history? I don't even know. I'm a nerd when it comes to history, so you know, I'm into things like that. But yeah, so today is the anniversary of DDay, which happened June 6th of 1944. Yeah, big day. I mean, it was a big day for World War II, and it's crazy. It's crazy to even think that even happened. And people thought we were about to go to World War III here. Come on, people. You guys don't even know. World War III. Kidding me? We're about to have a summit with the Rocket Man, Kim Jong-un. I mean, World War III? Come on. Unless something happens in that meeting, let's face it, World War III? Come on. That's not happened for a very long time. I mean, what is that? I don't even know when that meeting is. I think it's coming up June 12th, I think, or something, in Singapore. And that's going to be crazy. I can't believe that I'm living in a time where, we're actually seeing a U.S. president sit down with the dictator of North Korea. I mean, that's crazy. Never thought we would see that. Or at least I didn't think we'd see that. I don't know. It's nuts. But give me your thoughts on it. I don't even know how. I think you can comment on this. Like I said, this is a whole different venture for me. I've never broadcasted live before. Not even on my other podcast. On my other podcast, everything is it's edited and it's recorded like 2 weeks ahead of time, and I edit and all that stuff. So I don't even know how this is going to sound. I could sound like complete shit right now, which I probably do. But that's okay. That's a sample. Guess what I could do? I could delete it. No one could hear it ever again. That's the beauty of this. But it's a good thing to try out. But anyways. So I think that's going to be it for now. I mean, I can go on and on and on for days on more news, but I think 30 minutes is well enough for you guys to listen. So I would like to thank you for joining me on this first podcast called Shooting the Shit. This is episode 1, MAGA, Make America Great Again. And I am your host, Eric Lagaikas. We will see you again. Bye!